welcome to my channel, and speak. In this video, I'm going to be redrawing this in my own style. This was posted, that was posted on Instagram by thedragonstory, which I'll link their Instagram thing below, underneath here. So I decided, I'll do this 3D because I do stuff in 3D occasionally. I do a lot of dragons in 3D. Used to. Before I had to do the masters. Did more. But, so now, I decided to do it in 3D. So, I cut out the boringish part where you just create the rough shape with Z-spheres, Z-spheres, whatever you want to say. And then, now I'm adding basic details. Just the basics at the moment. I have the hiccups. Great. But, just the simplest details. I don't want to go too detailed at first. But this is going to be an eyeball. Now, I'm only doing one at the time because then I can mirror the eye, or actually any spikes I put on later, I just mirror so that it creates it. This is done on the x-axis. So, it'll do like opposite that. So whatever you create on, say, this side, it'll do it on the other side. As long as you don't mess with too bad with what you've the basics here, which is the problem I come to later when I do some more spikes. And why is this paused like this? I don't know. I probably could edit this out. Oh well. I think I was saving it. That's what I was doing there. But now, and then I was double checking the photo because I really wanted to make sure I had the photo right. And I think my computer I don't think my computer lagged up. I think I was thinking too hard there. Maybe not at all. I don't know. No, I'm not creating another eyeball. I'm creating a spike for above his eye. So basic shape. This is supposed to be my style, so it doesn't have to follow it perfectly. I just like the rake brush to give it some kind of bonish kind of looking texture, and then just smooth it slightly so it's not too harsh looking. And then just add a bit more detail to underneath the eye and the eyebrow ridge. And more spikes will be on his back there. But he has a bunch of spikes underneath his eye too, so I had to create them. They're much smaller and easier to do, actually, because they're just basic shapes. The hardest part about this whole thing, actually, was later on, because I messed with the whole structure of it and completely messed up the symmetry on it. It works. It's just, he's missing a few back spikes because it messed up the symmetry too much. And I wasn't gonna mess any more around with it. There's ways to fix the symmetry, but for something that really shouldn't have taken me, it didn't take me that long. About 6 hours? 7 hours to do? Yeah, probably. About that. I don't know exactly. I didn't time it. But that seems about right. But yeah, see, use the rake brush. Can't seem to talk. And then just angle this one a little bit more, and yeah, maybe I sped that up too fast because I don't even know what I was doing there. So pull the skin a little bit so it covers up that horn, because it's just like a horn floating there side of his head, which you can't have on dragons, but that's okay. And then you can see I duplicated his top horn there, so it saves time in theory. Yeah, sort of, it's supposed to. But then he also had another he's very little horns around his eyes, which is fine. I don't actually put enough horns on my dragons when I draw them, when I try to draw like angry kind of looking dragons. But this horn took the longest to do out of all of them because it's an odd shape. So it kind of looks like antler horns. But it's too small here, so I do end up making it bigger later on, which you'll probably see unless I edited it out. I don't think I did, but I might have. Very well could have been, because I don't remember what I haven't edited. But then add some more texture, because it needs a bit of texture. It looks kind of flat and boring if you don't have the texture. Yeah, but yeah, I thought this would be perfect for me to do draw this in my style. But I'm not drawing it, I'm well aware of that. But I do a lot of dragons, so hey, it's something that I know how to draw. I have seen quite a few on Instagram, like draw this in your style, certain characters that I really want to draw, but I just haven't gotten around to it. Hopefully eventually I'll do it. But hopefully, whether it's digitally or traditionally, but, you know, hopefully. But see, for this, and for the spikes on his head, I just created one big spike and then just duplicated it and made it a little smaller, changed the angle slightly a little bit, and just did it that way. So they kind of look the same, but for the spikes on his head, that's okay. It really is. Then he has a big spike on his end of his nose, so I just copied the one on above his brow and moved it down to his nose. It works like that. And I don't know what subdivision this is on. I think at this moment it's on 7. I think I do end up getting to 10. You can go further than that if you really need to, but I didn't need to go like that because it's not horribly detailed here. Give him a bit of a mouth and some lips, we'll say, I guess. And then give him a bit of a jaw, because he needs a bit of a jaw, because dragons, you know, some dragons, different dragons, you know, different things. Make his nose, or his nostril a little bit more indented, and his mouth, give him a bit more detail on his mouth. And now to make the teeth. He has a bunch of side teeth sticking out of his mouth, one on the bottom and a smaller one on the top. Now I had to mess around with his head here to get his tooth to fit properly. God, I barely could say that because it didn't fit quite right. And then give him some lumps and bumps under his chin, and I was messing with the eye there because it was too round, so I had to change that. But yeah, see, he's got a big huge fang. He's like, give him little dainty teeth. Bit of an overbite, I guess, but that's okay. And this is where I mess up the symmetry. Because I'm messing with the body, which was stupid. I should have done this last. Create the spikes, and then rig it, and then move his body. That would have been the smart thing to do, and that's the thing I know you're supposed to do. Because then I would have had all his spikes. But he's missing a few at the end. But you don't see them from the rendered version because I didn't render that side. Well, I did, but I don't think I have it on this video. But then I add some under spikes for his chin because he has them in the photo. I don't think I put as many here as he does in the drawing. No, I don't think I did. I think that's just more stylistic choice than anything. And then I'm just trying to follow the curve underneath his neck and the curve of his neck, which I end up messing with again later because it's too big. It needs to be pushed back more, which is what I do eventually do. And I think, yeah, see, you can kind of see it there, how it's warped quite a bit. And then I don't know what I'm doing here. Oh yeah, I've created spikes for his neck, the back of his neck. They're just same spikes. I don't even know if I copied them. I think I just created them simply with a sphere and just stretched it and then flattened it. And then now I'm just following the back of him. But that's okay. And then duplicate them, make them a tad smaller, and then do a trail down the back of his neck following that one. I do eventually duplicate most of these, just not the very bottom ones, because I've messed so much with the symmetry, they don't copy. I could have just copied them, and then did it manually, but that's too much work. Well, it's not too much work. It really isn't. It's just, me being lazy, I think. I don't know. Like I said, I know I did that wrong to begin with. When I messed with the neck, I should have just put the spikes on first, and then twisted the neck around, and then it would have had all the spikes on it already, and he wouldn't be missing some of them. But yeah, you can kind of see here the spikes. But yeah, I decided, hey, I'll remember and put this into Keyshot and actually film it this time. It's a little grainy, but that's the way Keyshot, like I said, once it, what's the word I'm thinking of? I can't think of it. Resolves itself, it kind of gets more detailed and more clear. I had to isolate the sections here, and that's just because if you don't, all of him would be white right now. So I had to isolate sections, and some of the horns. I don't isolate all of them because they're the same color. I thought, hey, let's try purple. Purple, pink, no. Maybe, pink, no. I was actually thinking red first, but I didn't go for the red. I couldn't find a red that I liked. And I'm sure I probably could have figured it out, but, hey. Yeah, see, that's too cherry red. I didn't really want cherry red. Too brown. Don't really like that. Back to the red. Didn't like that. Green. No, dragons are green. Might as well. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. Didn't like the green, though, so go with a different green. It's more of a darkish green, I think it is, in the end. I think so. Well, actually, there's two colors. I do a green, and I do a bright pink. because I'm like, hey, we'll do a neon bright pink dragon just for the hell of it. Why not? You know, I don't mind pink, you know. I think, yeah, this is the green I end up going with. It's kind of darker green. It's, I don't know, wait, do I go with that one? No, actually, I think I'll go with this green. It's more of a blue-green. Yeah, blue-green. And then make his horns. I didn't like the yellow. I wanted more like a pale yellow color. Too pink. Too blue. But, no, it's too brown. Don't like that. I wanted a pale color. And, you know, I should know, like, Pantone colors from the graphics, but no, I don't know all the colors. I couldn't be bothered learning them all. You don't have to, but it can help. So I just made his horns little peach. Well, it's not peach. It's like a beige kind of color, I guess. Yeah, I think it's a beige color. But then I was like, I'll make his teeth white, shiny white, so to kind of have a bit of a glare? Shininess, we'll go with that word. We'll go with shininess. Sure, that works. But, I actually like this angle. I should have rendered that angle. I actually quite like that. I don't think I did render that one. No, I don't think I did. Which is a shame, because I quite like it. But hey, I have this saved. I can always do that in the future. You know, I can always render it later if I really feel like seeing what it looked like, render like 3/4 frontal view. I do some 3/4 views later, but when I made his horns around his eyes gray, because I didn't want them to match up with his horns the big horns on the back, and the ones on his head and his neck. So I wanted a bit of different colors, so it wasn't like a solid color. But yeah, so that's like Green Dragon, rendered. Except you can't see the spikes on this angle on the bottom, which, why am I pointing at the screen here? Because I have no idea. But yeah, there's the front view, sort of. He's I actually think he looks quite cute with his big teeth. There's the back view with all the spikes. Well, some of the spikes. You can't see all of them because I was lazy. And like I said, a bright pink dragon. I think it's actually quite cute, pink in this color. I made the back horns, the big ones that look like hooks, like a marble texture, so it's like, oh, I actually quite like that. And this is more of a shiny color here, so yeah, he turned out actually quite good. I actually like him. But yeah, I will leave the Instagram handle for the person who made the original art down below, and thank you for watching. And in the next video, hopefully on Saturday.